Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to add footstep sounds in Unity based on which terrain texture the player is walking or running on. First, create a terrain game object in your scene. Now, prepare your footstep sounds. Each sound should be one single step, not a loop. Next, open the Terrain tool and add terrain texture layers like grass, dirt, and snow. After that, paint each texture on different parts of the terrain. Now, go to your movement script. You can use the same movement code I use in this channel or any movement system you already have. Add an audio source component to your player. Then assign the footstep audio clip in the inspector. You can use arrays for variation, but for simplicity I'm using one clip per surface. We also need a timer, so the sound matches the footstep animation. Without a timer, the sound would play every frame, which sounds terrible. So, we'll store two values, a walk timer, a run timer. Now let's add a new function for footstep. First, if the player is not grounded, meaning he is in the air, then no sound should play. Then we check. If the player is running, use the running timer, which plays the sound faster. Otherwise, use the walking timer. When the timer reaches 0 and the player is moving, we play one footstep sound. Now let's detect which terrain texture is under the player. We use the raycast straight down from the player's position. It's worth mentioning that this system also works if you use tags instead of terrain textures, but in big games, terrains are most common, so we focus on that. Each terrain texture has an index number. For example here, grass is index 0, dirt is index 1, snow is index 2, and so on. What we want is a texture that has the highest influence under the player's feet. If the raycast doesn't hit anything, we simply return. If it hits a terrain, we get a terrain component, then it's terrain data. Now we convert the world position to terrain local position. Why? Because terrain texture are stored in local terrain space, not world space. Next, we convert that position to alphamap coordinates. Why? Because Unity stores terrain texture blending inside an alphamap, not directly in world unit. Then we read the texture blending data at that position. But why? because terrains can mix textures and we need to know which one is the strongest. We loop through all textures and find the one with the highest value. That means the texture with the most density under the player. If the strongest texture index is 0, then it should play grass sound. 1. Play dirt sound. 2. Play snow sound. The order of terrain texture is very important and must match your code and the sound you give. Finally, we call this footstep function from the update function in our movement script. And that's it. Now the game automatically detects the most dominant terrain texture and plays the correct footstep sound. The speed of the sound depends on whether the player is walking or running. You can add more terrain textures later and Unity will handle them the same way. Thanks for watching.